Hello everyone, Chocolo Roberto here for episode 18 of Stash Watch. Yes, hope you're doing okay. Great to see you, Zach, by the way. Good you could make it back. Yeah, great to see you. Licorice, yes. I mean, I must admit, well, actually, in some instances, it's not too bad in chocolate, but I know what you mean. It's a funny one. I've had it in like little, I don't know how to describe little ball things, I think, in chocolate before, and it actually tastes not too bad. But yeah, as you say, as a sort of full-on, well, yeah, licorice, I don't normally quite like to eat it really, so but blackcurrant licorices are quite like, you've had those like boiled sweet type affairs, they're quite nice. But hope you're doing all right, good to see you. Yeah, Stash Watch, those you don't know what it is, it's basically where I just go over new stuff, maybe new or old, but usually new stuff, I guess, really, that I've got for the chocolate stash, basically, things upcoming to review. I've got a massive stash this week of unshown stuff because obviously I've been trying to be careful not to buy too much. So I've got so much still to review, it's ridiculous. But yeah, so I've got a few things though, some from left over from last week that I didn't get round to showing, and also a couple of new things. But yeah, I've been a bit, I've not been too crazy this time, I've not bought too much, so I've been actually reasonably sensible for a change, so yeah. Yeah, those you might have missed the live review on Saturday as well. I've got some new gizmos going on, I've got some new tech, I guess you'd say. Basically, so if you do a super chat or become a member during a live stream, it'll flash up on screen. So I've got like a little goal as well to show. In fact, that's the one. Let's do this one. There we go. Yeah, there we are. So basically, when I get to 10 members, I'll do a sort of Domino's Pizza exclusive as well. So there we go, review for all the members as well. So there we are. So yeah, the gadget's meant to be sort of like updates real time. I don't know if it really does. I'm not too sure. It seems to sort of get its knickers in a twist every now and again, so I'm not too sure really. But I can update it manually, or I could just do a manual counter really. So it's one of those. But there we are. But yeah, just if it is that yeah, hopefully, as I say, if I did get a super chat or anything like that, it should hopefully do some like little trigger online, just like a little well, on the stream, just a little graphic or what have you. So it should be quite interesting. If it ever happens, we'll see. Maybe one day. But yeah, I hope it's been doing okay. Yeah, it's been a bit of a difficult yeah, basically I've been trying to do more reviews essentially, but I had a bit of problems. I was trying to do like a special Baked Alaska review. Well, Ben and Jerry's Baked Alaska, that is not an actual cake. I had a few problems with it basically. It wasn't recording when I thought it was at one point, which was a bit of a pain. So I had some issues with that. But essentially got it sorted in the end, so hopefully it should be coming out soon. I've got what's the one I've got as well? Another Sweet Nothing's coming up as well. So I've got a few things coming on, so I need to get them sorted and that, basically published really. So that's the other thing. So I've got a backlog, I think I mentioned this before, but I've got a backlog of things to actually publish now as well. So there we go. Yeah, it's got a good few things. So yeah, so as I say, got a couple of stuff today. Probably get these, give these a go actually. Mini Dodgers, yeah, Jammy Dodgers minis, I guess, raspberry. So we'll give these a go because I always thought that the regular sort of jammy Dodgers were a bit too much biscuit really. So I never really sort of considered reviewing these, but because the regular ones are just too much biscuit, I thought these would be quite an interesting one to review because they might get the proportions a bit better for me. For me at least, I know a lot of people do like jammy Dodgers, but for me it's just there's 50% too much biscuit basically. We just got rid of one half of the biscuit. I think it would be I could taste the rest of it better and it would be a bit more, just more up my street. So I'm hoping that maybe the mini ones might do a better job of it as far as I'm concerned anyway. Now, to be honest with you, I'm not 100% convinced because I think it's just, I think the ratios are all the same. It's just a small, but who knows? You never know. It might not be quite like that. It might not work that way. I've had, can't remember which one it was in the past, but there has been products in the past where they have changed them for a limited edition or a smaller version or something, and it has made all the difference. So, although I can't quite feel what it was now, what the actual context was, but. So it looks quite good. Obviously you can win some kind of fit. Do people still wear Fitbits? There's a big thing about 3 years ago, wasn't it? I don't know if people still wear them anymore. I mean, I've never worn one. I don't. Even when I was doing exercise type things, I don't know. It's just not. I don't know. You've got them in your phone as well, haven't you? I don't know. Anyway, it's not. But anyway, there we go. So yeah, people wear them. So what if they still do? But yeah, I think it's kicking. What's he kicking there? I assume it's going to be something sport related. Oh no, it's on the skateboard, isn't he? Okay. Couldn't quite work it out. Alright, there we go. Swinging as well. That's quite nice. It'll have to be some kind of extreme sport, but there we go, yeah. Okay, so we go, yes, we've got Jammy Dodgers minis as well, so not too bad. I think, as I say, Always a problem with those kind of things where they only ever do one flavour as well, but I guess you can understand why. But a bit more of a lunchboxy type biscuit, I think. It probably do they even come in packets? I imagine they probably come in packets. Does it say? Well, it says 6 times 20 grams, so I assume it's like, and that's 4 biscuits. So I assume it's a little pack of 4 basically. I imagine that's what it'll be. It doesn't actually say how many packs are in here, but I reckon it'll be. I reckon there'll be little packets in here. Can't quite tell. I think so anyway. Yeah. I think there probably will be really. Yeah, so an interesting one. As I say, it's always a shame that they don't do the other flavours, but I guess I can understand why. But you know, unless they did like an assorted pack, I always say this, or the different types in one, you know, little pack or something. That'd be quite interesting. So you've got the cherry one and the strawberry one, and raspberry one, chocolate one or something. But I guess Jammy Dodgers are basically strawberry. Is it raspberry or strawberry? Raspberry. Yeah. So I guess they are mainly about those. And speaking of minis, they've got these, Maryland minis as well, Choc Orange minis. Yeah, so not called anything fancy like Jaffinator or whatever. I can't remember what the other limited edition was, but anyway. Yeah, it's not too bad. Look, well, it should be quite interesting. It does say mini bags here in this one, so it doesn't actually say mini bags in this one. It didn't say that in the other one, so yeah, a bit of a strange one that, but I assume they're both made by the same company, Burton's Biscuit. Yeah. Yeah, it's an interesting one. These are quite nice, quite extravagant. And they are new as well, so they are a new product. I think, does it say new on it? Yes, it does, they are new. There you go. So it should be quite an interesting one, these ones. Quite looking forward to giving these a go. As I say, whether they'll be particularly nice or not is a question, isn't it? You know, I don't really, you know, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you. We'll have to see, I guess we'll have to see, but yeah. Look alright, look interesting. Yeah, mini chocolate orange flavoured cookies. Because the problem we have found with Maryland biscuits is they all tend to be sort of, I don't know, they're quite what's the word? They're a bit too bland really for me. They are, you know, they're just like kind of like a regular biscuit, but with not much else going on, and it's a bit of a funny one. You know, you'd think they'd be quite exciting, but they just are a bit sort of bland generally. So I'm not sure again whether the smaller versions will help alleviate that problem. So fingers crossed it will. You never know. It's just one of those, isn't it? It's just one of those. But yeah, I also got special one here. Yes, the Daylight Buttons Twisted. Yes, so I finally got my hands on these ones. Bit disappointing because basically Asda did their own version of this. I think they were pinwheel buttons. I think they were called. Where they basically looked exactly the same, but they had caramel on the inside as well. These ones basically are just milk and white chocolate. But what I am pleased about is on the back, if you look, it says it's 50-50. Milk chocolate 50% and white chocolate 50%. So normally with these things, whenever they do milk and white chocolate, Cadbury always do like 13% white chocolate, something stupid like that. But in this case, they have literally done half and half. So I'm quite excited about this one. I think it should be quite good, really. Well, quite nice. I did see the mint buttons at long last, but I've already reviewed them now, of course, so there we go, yes. Yeah, they do look nice, these ones, don't they, Zach? Yeah, they do look good, these ones. Yeah, Asda is where I got them from. I might do them in other places as well. That's where I got them from, so yeah. So very excited for these ones. But as I say, Asda did their own, they don't do them anymore, but they did do their own version of these, but with caramel on the inside as well. Yeah, they are new, yes. Yeah. In fact, it even says it, yeah. Are new. So yeah, I've only been out a couple of weeks basically. So yeah, hopefully I'll get these reviewed ASAP. Basically. Struck by the iron's hot and things like this. Yeah, but they are new, these ones. So they look very nice. Hopefully they'll be nice. And as I say, what I'm quite pleased about is the fact it's a 50-50 split. Yeah, it's not too bad at all, that. So as I say, you can just about see there 50-50. 50% white, 50% dark milk. Because normally I'd say, Cadbury, whenever they do milk and white chocolate, it's usually the milk chocolate's only about 12%. You know, for some reason, like in their Easter editions, Easter specials, whatever they're called, spring editions and winter editions. You know, yeah, so it's a bit of a shame, but yeah, not too bad. How are you doing, alright, Zach, by the way? Are you doing okay? Yeah, a bit of a quiet one today. I don't know where lots of people, I don't know what's going on at the moment. I think it's just back to school and stuff like that. A lot of people have been busy, really. So noticeably less people, you know, knocking about and stuff, I think it seems. At least on my channel anyway. I don't know. But yeah, so it's one of those, I think. So maybe once things have quietened down, stuff like that, people will be back around a bit. But it has been noticeably quieter, I think, recently. But it's just one of those. So it might not be too long a stash watch anyway today. I've not got as much product today anyway to show. But there we go. But it's just one of those really. So normally I do it for about an hour really, but probably about half an hour I think this time. As I say, sometimes I'm not sure what to do really, because sometimes if I can't obviously be buying something every week because it'd be ridiculous. That really got too much as it is. So sometimes I might just replace Stash Watch with just another normal review or something like that. Ah, see, oh, very good. Yeah, see, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Yeah. So when do you go back then? When do you start? Must be must be about maybe another week perhaps. Yeah, all right for some though. All right for some. Oh dear. But yeah, I've got a lot of Canadian chocolate now. So this is stuff I got basically imported essentially. 8th September. Yeah, so next Monday is it? Yeah, so you can go another week off. That's not too bad. Yeah, so just have to enjoy the last week of holiday while you can, I guess. But yeah, got some Canadian stuff now. So unusual stuff. Now I did get Canadian Cadbury Caramel, which is a bit of a different one here. So you see, it's not like the UK one. It's very much. It's got a question mark on the bar as well, which is very odd. Yeah, very unusual. Let's have a look. What's it saying? I think the actual what it actually is underneath. Unfortunately, this for imported products they often do a sticker on top. So it doesn't actually tell you what it actually is. It does, but it's underneath the label. And picking off the label, sometimes the labels they're basically it's a very sort of heavy duty label to get off. But I don't know really. It looks to almost be like a very creamy caramel. I'm not really sure. I don't know what to make of that. Yeah, it's hard to say. So it could be a bit of a surprise, this one, as to what it's actually like and what it's about. Unless I can get the top off, of course. Maybe I'll try and do that in the review of it. But looks an interesting one, this one. I'm quite excited for this one. I think it should be quite... quite interesting. I don't know what the key is about. We've got like a key symbol there and a question mark, as if it's some kind of secret. I don't quite get that. Especially the question mark one. I mean, if they would, I don't know, it just seems a bit weird. Yeah. Anyway, interesting one. We can see, obviously it's, I say in English and French because it's from Canada. So, yeah. So there we go. Hi, Dinah. How you doing? Good to see you. Yes. Yeah, you've had these, have you? Yeah. So what are they like then on the inside? What was it about? Because obviously from I can't see because the label's obscured at the back by this import sticker. I won't take it off yet. But yeah, what's it like then? Have to let me know what it's about. Because I say I can't really quite tell what it is. It doesn't look like it's the same as the UK caramel or the Australian one. But it just seems to have milk chocolate on the back. So it's a very interesting one. Yeah. Quite interested in trying that one, as we said. Yeah, let me know if you can. Yeah, because as I say, I'll have to wait till the review otherwise. But now here we go. So I got this one that Rick mentioned a view of the channel as well. Oh, Henry, I managed to get hold of it at last. Yeah, Reese's peanut butter, it says. So I don't know if it's just their version of Reese's in Canada or whatnot. I'm not too sure really. An interesting one. Oh, Henry. With something or other. I'm not sure what that possibly means. Peanut butter, I don't know. It says crunchy peanuts, peanut butter, creamy caramel covered in a chocolate coating. Yeah. This looks an interesting one. I say I don't know if it's a collaboration with Reese's or whether it is owned by Reese's. I'm not too sure. Well, I noticed the colour wheel on the side or whatever you'd call that is the same as what's on Reese's products. So maybe it is just owned by Reese's. Maybe it's Reese's foray into Canada. Maybe. Interesting one. Yeah. Hershey Canada Limited Incorporated. Yeah, so quite excited for that one. Yeah, so I'll say Rick put me onto that one. So it should be quite an interesting one to have, that one. Yeah. I'll say I just don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's what's said on the thing, doesn't it? I don't know. I assume that's probably peanut butter, maybe. Is burr butter? Arachidez, is that peanuts, maybe? That's my guess, anyway. Could be completely wrong. And I got this one as well. It's Mr. Big Bar as well. It does look massive, actually. Size-wise, it's massive. What's the weight on it? 60 grams. It is quite a hefty bar, this one. Yeah. It's a very hefty one, this one. Has to be said. What's an interesting one? So again, another Canadian one. Original. Another Cadbury one as well. It says Mondelez on the side. So what's it saying? Mr. Big King Size. Don't get king size in the UK anymore because they banned that sort of terminology, so they just do double packs basically. There's been a bit one of those. I can't actually see what it is. It's obviously got peanuts in. It seems to be quite similar to a Lion bar, sort of, but with peanuts. So maybe a bit like the Nutrageous Reese's bar or something like that. It looks an interesting one, but I can't see what like cream is in the middle. Unfortunately, again, the description's covered. I can't quite see. Yeah, can't quite see. Yeah, but it looks interesting. Yeah, so I'll try to review that one. So, but I'd say it does look a bit like a Reese's bar of some kind. I'd say just other than the marshmallow side. So, yeah, bit of a strange one, that one. Not sure what to make of that one, but it'd be quite nice to try. And this one I've been really looking forward to. Wanted it for a long time. The Nestle Coffee Crisp, yes, this is one that's been recommended for quite a few times actually, and yeah, some Canadian viewers or other, yeah. So makes a light snack. It doesn't feel light. That's feel it feels pretty hefty. This. What's the weight of it? Yeah, I'm not sure. 50 grams. So it's quite a hefty bar. I'd say quite excited for this one. There's no nutritional sticker on it that's been stuck over or anything like that. But typically this time I can't see what the description is. Must be one on here somewhere. Doesn't seem to actually be a description on it. So yeah, other than what it looks like, of course. But I can't actually see a description here. So that's a bit of a strange one. Yeah. See if I can see it clear on the camera, maybe if the camera's zoomed in a bit. So have a look. Nutritional compass. No, I really can't. I can't see anything on this one. Yeah, very strange. No, I don't know what it is actually, other than just wafer. I assume there's coffee in there somewhere. Just one of those, isn't it? Yeah. Very strange that one. I'm not too sure what to make of that. I'm not too sure what to make of it, but it does look really nice, as I say. Just as original recipe underneath. But yeah, there's no actual description as to what it really actually is. I guess a picture speaks 1,000 words, as they say, but you know, it'd be nice to sort of. I don't know if that's wafer in the middle or whether it's like a sort of whisper type aerated chocolate affair, you see. And it looks a bit, when you look at it close, it looks like it's got a bit of wafer at the top, then the cream, a bit more wafer than aerated chocolate. It looks very interesting, really, but as I say, I don't really know for sure what it actually is. Honestly, yeah. Oh well, interesting one, really. Yeah, strange one that. All right, yeah, bit of an odd one. Not sure really, but it'd be interesting to try that one. Very much excited for that one. Yeah, so one I can't really get out because it's a few frozen stuff. So I did get, as I say, the Reese's baked Alaska, half baked. The baked Alaska, yes. So I got that one as well. So to essentially do the sort of, it's sort of like a 1,500 subscriber special, really. Now I had a bit of a problem with it. I sort of started recording. I might have mentioned it earlier or alluded to it. But I didn't have it recorded, so I actually did all the preamble and all the malarkey before I open it, and then realised I wasn't recording, so I did all the rest of it. Fortunately, but I had to basically get it again and sort of reshoot the preamble. So hopefully it'll work in and look as if nothing's happened. But I think I might do a good job of it, really. But other than the fact that me myself might look slightly different a day later or something like that. But one of those, really, one of those. Oh dear. But yeah, it's a bit of a shorter stash watch this week because I've not, I've not been buying too much more. And as I say, it's not, yeah, as I say, I think people are just not much going on in the chat either to, yeah, to keep going that way either. So to be honest with you, we've just probably got to finish it a bit early really this time. I'll say, but I wanted to do something though because I, need to do the stash watch before I can actually review them really because it's just one of those where obviously I can't put them in stash watch if I review them first. There's no point then. So it's one of those really, but yeah, as I say, so that's a bit of an update as well this video. But hi Joe, how you doing? Just saying today, probably going to be a bit of a shorter stash watch this week because I've only got about 6. I've already been through the products basically. I know about 6 products. Hope you're doing all right. Yes, I was about to sort of wrap it up really. I knew typically that you'd come along or something like that just as I was doing that. But yeah, basically I'll do a quick recap as well actually for you just while so you can see. But yeah, basically Maryland choc orange cookies minis. More Jammy Dodger action as well. Yes, there we go, raspberry ones, but mini ones this time. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Joe. How are you doing? How's everything for you? Hopefully everything's all right. Getting very more into autumn now, really. The weather's getting a bit colder. The heating's coming on. It's getting dark. Yes, and the dairy milk button's twisted as well. 50-50 split of milk and white chocolate. But yeah, so basically I've only got a few products. A lot of them Canadian this time. I was wondering if Rick was going to come along, but he's not been around for a couple of weeks. So Coffee Crisp as well, which is one I've been recommended a couple of times and I've been really wanting to get actually. Got Mr. Big as well, no idea what this is. Looks a bit like a Reese's type bar. Possibly with marshmallow in or something. There's something going on in there that I don't know what it is. Some kind of white cream of some kind. Yes. Oh, Henry as well, which I think Rick also mentioned. It's a Reese's bar though, it's an interesting one. And then this rather interesting Cadbury Caramel one as well, which Diamond says he's had, so I need to try that one as well. Yeah, I do need to have that one. But yes, that's about it really, yeah. So yeah, some interesting ones really, yes. They do look quite nice, Joe. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reviewing these. As I say, all sort of imported ones. So they are from Canada in this case. Don't normally get Canadian chocolate, to be honest with you, so I'll be quite interested to see what the difference is. I'm quite intrigued about this Cadbury Caramel because it's different again from the UK and the Australian caramel bar, so it'd be quite an interesting one to try that one. Yeah, so it'd be quite an interesting one. So what's going on with the poll as well? Yeah, so I've got so licorice. I knew licorice would be quite divisive. I wasn't sure where to put it in really. Basically, licorice is losing on the poll. I think just when it's mixed with chocolate, generally it's done in a way that's not so bad actually. I do recommend people give it a try. Because it is, if you see a chocolate bar with licorice in, I'd try it. I wouldn't dismiss it because it's not so bad. They usually do something with it, makes it a bit less licoricey, and a bit more suitable for chocolate. So yeah, so I would definitely recommend people giving it a try. I've had a couple of bars with it. Some of it's pretty terrible. Well, I've had one that wasn't that great actually, but it was a very much yeah, I don't know. They hadn't really modified it for chocolate, basically, so it's a bit crazy. But well, be careful which ones you pick. But if it's one that looks a bit like sort of Smarties or something like that, then go for that. But yeah, they are quite big, aren't they, Joe? I noticed. Yeah, they are massive bars, really. This one is a king size one though, but they are just generally quite big. Yeah, in Canada, they don't seem to have. Even the US ones are quite small, but Canada, I don't know. They still seem to do it in super size mode. Yeah, I mean this one. It says it's a light snack as well, isn't it? Makes a light snack, it says. But I mean, it's massive. It's a 50. It's not even. I mean, even though it's probably wafer and things, but it's 50 grams. So it's definitely a 50 gram wafer bar. So it's massive, And wafer doesn't weigh much, so that's it. You never had licorice at all, Joe? Not even just in its regular form. Guess maybe it's just a European thing then. It's a very weird taste. It's quite it's sort of salty, like a weird chewy, salty, sweet, I guess you'd say. Yeah, it's not very. It isn't sweet in itself. It's very odd. Yeah, it's very tends to be something that adults tend to have. Really, it's one of those. Basically, when you're a kid, you never really wanted to eat it. It's quite popular in Northern Europe, like Germany and Holland and places like that. Yeah, but you do get it in the UK, but it's not quite as popular as it is there. Because it is quite popular, you get it in chocolate and things like that there, and it's not too bad. You don't tend to get it here. It's just in like sort of weird, like something called licorice all sorts generally. But you can get blackcurrant licorice, is this sweet, this chewy sweet, which is really nice. But yeah, they are very hefty. Yes, I mean it's still a big bar. You know, it's wafer. I say these other ones aren't wafer type either. You know, 60 grams and I think it's 60 grams. Anyway, it's quite a hefty one. I can't find the weight now. Yeah, I can't see the weight unfortunately. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 58 grams. This one, 58 grams. Just says on the side there. Yeah, if it focuses in. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, licorice. It's an odd one. Yeah, you probably would. It tends to be black as well. It's a black in colour as well, so it's not like an inviting colour as far as sweets are concerned. Yeah. So yeah. So you probably know it though from that's 60 grams as well. There you go. So you probably know it if you had it. But yeah, it's generally black. Yeah, ones we did have when younger was sherbet dip. We had this like string of like a sort of straw-looking affair of licorice, but it wasn't hollow, and you dipped it in sherbet. Yeah, and basically sort of sucked it off the licorice basically and dipped it back in. Yeah, so it's an interesting one. Yeah, well, coffee treats and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess we had a bit of it here. Coffee wasn't. It was a bit more. It was in quite a few chocolate selections actually. Coffee did have still still have some things around here with it in. It tended to disappear actually. I had it more in the 80s and then it kind of so maybe disappeared a bit in the 90s. From a lot of mainstreamy type things anyway. A few mainstreamy things, but then came back a bit later. But it seems to have disappeared again. But yeah, as I say, this coffee crisp it is around, so it's in Canada of course. So it seems quite interesting. The Canadian chocolate it does seem to be a different kettle of fish. You know, it's it seems to be its own beast really. It doesn't seem to be just rehashes of everything else and stuff like that. So it looks a bit. I'm quite intrigued to see what it's like. I don't know. Might be also other Canadian products that I've not got and stuff like this. And there might be some typical ones, but ones I saw anyway look quite nice. Especially this coffee. Coffee crisp, which I'm really looking forward to actually. I'm quite excited about that one. So I recommended it about 3 years ago on the channel and just never got round to it. Obviously it came back up again, so yeah, need to try it. Yeah, so very excited for that one. Oh yes, yeah. Yeah, I see, yes, yeah. Yeah, coffee I didn't used to like it, but I like it not so I quite like it now. I do have it more than I should really, but I've been cutting down lately, so I'm not having it quite so much. So I realised how much milk I was drinking as well, because I didn't used to be able to tell easily how much milk I was drinking. I'd be like that of it, but I got smaller cartons of it recently and was realising how much I was going through. So I thought, yeah, I need to cut down. I wasn't getting out of hand. Oh dear. But yeah, so I guess there we go. Really, I've not got. I only had a small stash this week. I only literally had that those 6 or 7 products really, because I thought I can't really get any more stuff. I've got loads to get through as it is. So dare say there will be some weeks. Not been doing too bad actually. Most weeks I've done a stash watch really, but there will probably be some weeks where I just don't have anything new because obviously I need to get through the stuff I've got. So this one I did tone it back a bit and didn't get too much really. So I tried to be a bit more careful. How often that will be, I don't know, because you know what it's like. I keep getting more and more stuff when I shouldn't really. Yeah, so it's a bit daft really, but there we go. Yeah. Oh dear me. But yeah, so I guess that's probably it really. As I say, I'm not doing too much. Probably finishing a bit early really. It normally goes on for an hour, doesn't it? But I think probably stop myself this time really. Just because as I say, there's no point going over stuff I've already done. I think I've done most of the stuff. I've got a few things I've not gone over before, but maybe I'll save them for another time, perhaps. But yeah, honestly. But yeah, you do right to stay away from coffee too much, Joe. Anyway, it's nice as a little treat every now and again, or pick me up. But when it can be hidden calories as well if you have it with milk as well. You're not realising how much calories you're having really. But there we go. Yes, that's what the poll was like. I think I say a lot of people have been a bit busy lately. Not seen too many in the chats and things, but anyway, I think it's just because schools are going back and stuff like that. I think people are just adjusting, being back to relative normality, I guess. But let's see. Yeah, so licorice. Yeah, look at that. And fruit as well. I knew nuts won't go when you arrived, Joe. I knew you wouldn't pick that one. Yeah, that's for sure. Honestly. But yeah, so I guess that's Stash Watch for this week. A bit of a short one, as I say. But as I say, just didn't really have anything to go over with this week, so I kept it a bit of a shorter one. So I hope no one minded. But as I say, maybe next week we'll see what happens. If I get more next week, I'll do another one. But if I don't get anything more, I'll probably just do a regular review next week or something like that. We'll see. I'll play it by ear, perhaps. Yes. You added too much sugar to the coffee. That was your problem, was it, Joe? I see. Yeah, I just see. Well, fortunately, I used to do that when I was very young, but I don't. I stopped having sugar now, so I just add milk. But yeah, that could be another dangerous one. Yeah, I remember my friend used to have 3 sugars, I think, in his tea, not coffee, but tea. So it's one of those. Yeah, good idea. I think I tend to try not to have calories in drinks, just only in food. Because otherwise I do enjoy drinks, and obviously I know there's some drinks like milkshakes and stuff you could argue are sort of technically food or whatever, but I think, well, I just feel like it's dead calories. I'd rather just have food, so obviously I do have milk in my coffee and things, that does have some calories in. Yeah, but you did well to quit it. Yeah, I did well to quit it. As I say, it's hidden calories really, I think, in things like coffee and stuff like that. In drinks generally, I think you don't quite consider how many calories you're having if you have calorific drinks, so yeah. Oh dear. Right, well, I guess it's probably it for Stash Watch this week. Yeah, good to chat to you all, as I say. Been a bit of a quiet one, a bit of a quicker one as normal, but there we go. One of those, isn't it? Yeah, quite easy. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, you only have to have 2 or 3 cups of coffee, and then depending on how many you have, of course. But yeah, you can get quite a few then, can't you? Probably 2 coffees is probably not unreasonable as well. So yeah, I think you did the right thing there. As I say, that's basically what I did as well. I still have the coffee, but I just stopped having the sugars in it. But I realised I was just drinking too much milk otherwise, just too many calories that way. So I just having too many coffees. Oh, well done on giving up, Joe. Well done. Yeah, good work there. Oh dear. Yeah, right. Yeah, well, I guess that's probably Stash Watch for this week. As I say, a bit of a short one than usual. Hope you didn't mind. We're glad you turned up, Joe. Good to see you. I know, as I say, another time difference sometimes makes it difficult, but good to see you. Good to see Dino and Zach. Great you came back, Zach, by the way. Hope next week goes well. Yeah, as I say, I think once things have settled down with the schools and stuff like that going back, I think people will be a bit more about and things. But as I say, I think it's a bit up in the air at the moment, basically. So there we go. Right, so well, as I say, there's a 6-second delay, so I might have gone by the time you said anything. But yeah, great to talk to you, Giles. I hope you're doing all right. I hope everything's okay where you are. Yeah, great to see you again. And as I say, a bit of a short one this week, but we'll be back on Saturday for the regular reviews and stuff like that. Looks like it's mystery review last I checked, but we'll see. It can all change. Before I finish the what's it called, the poll Thursday evening. So yeah, check it out, by the way, if you want to vote on what the live video will be. Should be there, as I say, till tomorrow evening. So yeah, UK time. We'll do quite late tomorrow evening, so plenty of time. Alright guys, well take care, thanks for watching. As I say, great to see you all again. Hope if you're watching this on catch up, please leave a comment or free. It's great to hear from you that way as well. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Take care, Joe. Have a good week. Have a good week, Dino. Have a good week, Zach. Anyone else who's watching as well, have a great time, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now. See ya.